subject today as you come into the room. This is what I'm learning in real estate today. Yes. And then after that, I'm going to have to pray. Okay. And I'm going to need your prayers. So when you come into the room, just come in, welcome one another, greet one another. If you see that this conversation have already begun, don't worry. I'll probably try to go back and put everything, together so that I can fill you in if you coming in the mid part or at the end part. So don't worry about that. But I just want to say this much. This is one of these days I've been on the phone with my client, okay? And the mother gave me a telephone call because something is going on that should not be going on, but it is. So what I'm learning today is to understand that patience that I have to know that it lives within me and it's in me. And I have to now deliver a message to someone who is excited and expecting to move into their home. And they just want to move. Like today. Today, they want them keys. Appointment is already set. Everything is scheduled. What you do? Client mother calling me, which I appreciate because we have a good understanding. I'm sure client is feeling as if, frustrated. So what I'm learning today is, listen, this is what I got to tell myself. After you done did everything that you know that you done did and you done represented this client, and you know that this home belonged to your client, and you get a phone call from the mother, and the reason why you get it from the mother, because she got one of the mothers that is so concerned, okay, and it's in their particular adult life to be understanding to say, I want to talk to somebody that's old school and that understand where I'm coming from. This is real live. And I'm live right now sharing you this particular story fresh. So what I learned is that you have to comfort that client and definitely the other individual of that mother, relative, whoever that's being supportive. Hey, friend. Hey, thank you for coming in. I'm talking about, what I learned today in real estate. Thank you so much. So in saying this, what I learned today, even when things don't go your way, and when things are already scheduled, I appreciate you too, friend, with much agape love. Thank you for watching from England. Hey, friend. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me just vent and get it out the right way. That's professional and that can benefit somebody. No names will be shared. But I'm just giving my real life experience here and doing real estate. Because like I said, a lot of people will make you think that there is no issues. And you see the people say, just close, cheese, click, click, clicking, click, click. Well, all that is good. But I'm a raw individual. Friends with Gigi. Thank you for subbing too. I appreciate that because I was going to get to that to say, friends, I need y'all help. So here's the thing. This ain't no behind the scenes here. This is real life because I want friends to understand. We as real estate agents, we have to become a counselor by not even being licensed. A therapist by not even being licensed in that area. Okay? A motivator. Okay? An individual that can pour out what you call an understanding according to what's going on and right now. So I find myself being in this position to say, how do I resolve this issue? Having compassion and letting my client that is so good to me, okay, and very dedicated, because they got a beautiful home. When I say beautiful, beautiful, just hand down. Beautiful. Well deserving. But when it becomes complicated, what I learned today is listen and be on your client's side, especially when your client then did everything that they needed to do by turning in whatever information they needed and doing everything. You got to show that compassion as if it had affected you, and it did affect me. Because now my heart is in the position as if that it was me. And being compassionate for my clients, and then having a listening ear, which I can't even say today is 108, friends. My client was supposed to have been closing today, okay, at 3 o'clock. Do you hear me? 2 hours from now. And now to be able to communicate and to give some understanding. It's not a why you not closing, why or who dropped the ball, which I understand all that, but I can't even share that because of, as they got stipulations in real estate, ethics. But the real ethic part is when it comes to now being accountable and dealing with things, okay, that need to be dealt with when individuals are independent and then they're contracted out, however, to do the business. That's some strong accountability there. The only thing I'm going to say for me being an agent, that's why I say I have to pick and choose to see. I can't do anything if another third party or individual, if a client go out there and do something that I'm not, I don't know. You choosing from a different listing, using whatever. I can't vouch for that. And I am saying this for somebody to make sure you stand up for your clients and you show just as much as compassion, not give it a shrug like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on at this time. Find out. Stand up for them. Well, what did they say this? Stand up for them. Speak on their behalf. Make some phone calls. And then if it become to the point, once you get that truth, then you feed the information, okay, to that client to put peace in the storm. Lord have mercy. Let me pray for myself. Father God, in your name, put some clarity on this situation. Don't let the client feel as if no one cares. God, which I think you already done that. But just let them know this too shall pass. Because I really mean this right now. Let me carry on. For the new friends that's coming in the room, I'm this real estate agent that's here in Florida. I don't take no, in other words, let me get it right, because country coming out. Because I'm in this part of Florida where about, I grew up on them red clay roads in the country, outdoor toilets, okay? Daddy didn't do nothing but farming, okay? For those who, shout out to them individuals who like to grow organic and holistic and your meat and all that fresh, smoke houses, them smoke houses, the whereby they did the meats and stuff, but literally a true farmer, okay? With that being on his death certificate. All he did, okay? That horticulture and all of that from them deep parts, okay, here in Florida. Go back home with it. Grassroot fed, all that. But that's not the conversation. But what I'm saying is this, for the correction of individuals when I say country coming out, because it's real. I don't know how to be no other way of pretending in this game when it comes to real estate. You gonna get what you get, and you gonna get the authentic part from me. I believe in the power of prayer and praising and all of that. I really do, to the heart core. But I also believe it becomes with the understanding. Now, my clients have to know that I roll with you when you right. But now when you are not coming forth to do what you need to do, I'm going to tell you too, I can't be a good service for you. Because you ain't doing what you need to do. Can't even be that agent for you. I talked about that if you not want to get approved. But in this situation right here, what I'm learning today, okay, is that I had to take a step back, okay, and to realize, and this time in this season in 2025, I'm not walking around misunderstanding what's going on. Either you gonna tell the truth or you gonna lie. Which one is it? Because there ain't no pretending. I'm not wearing a mask for you because you want me to. I'm not gonna speak, one way and then change it the next minute. I'm not doing that with you at all. And if you don't like this energy because of how I represent for my clients, okay, that keep coming to me and being blessed abundantly, that's your problem. I don't play in this area when it comes to business. I did this for a generation and retired, being a life safety inspector that worked from out of the fire marshal's office. And whatever is on the table, if it's smelling differently and if it's not right, call a thing a thing. Okay? As y'all know, a friend would say, call a thing a thing. And sometimes when you call a thing, your energy is too raw. Because now people don't see that side of you that whereby they thought that they can walk or run over you when it comes to business. I'm a totally different spirit in business. And what I'm thinking right now, I was just saying this morning, my partner over there in their vehicle, who I do real estate with, just rolled up. I said, and this is real, friends, I said, Lord, are you calling me to do something, continue to do real estate, but are you calling me now to be more skilled, to teach and educate individuals? And I said it like that. How to move on a professional level, okay, with ethics. And truly standing by that. That's why I said in one of my videos, some things you can't be taught. It literally have to be in you. You can't pretend something when it's not you. You can't do it. If it ain't in you, it's not in you. It's not that hard being who you need to be and to be a service to individuals. It's not that hard. The answer is yes or no. And can we do it a different way? All the years that I served in this city, not one time did I have to shut anybody down. Could have. But see, I understood the law of humanity. What do I mean about that? I didn't take what I wore as those particular bars, whatever they gave me, to say, I'm going to give you the authority to go out here to close and shut down. I didn't take that as authority to say that I'm going to use it the wrong way. I took it to say I'm using it to help people. That's my service level. My service level when it comes to serving the community and giving it a 100, it don't have to be proven. I didn't sign up for this. And I'm not going to be in a clique trying to get numbers and ratings to say I meet anybody's standards. I meet the standards because I do the job. I meet the standards whether or not you like me or not. I meet the standards because I know how to pick up the phone now and ask somebody else, okay, that even more and stride with the wisdom that been in the game longer, that's going to lead and direct me the right way. In other words, I got individuals that's going to have my best interest and not sitting back waiting for me to fail. I'm meeting them standards. So now when it comes to this business part of what I'm doing, come hell or high water, I'm going to stand for my clients. I'm not putting on an image of, do you do luxury? I am luxury. And I got to say it that way because it didn't take me to get in real estate now to say now I got to wait to save up these dollars to understand what luxury is. I understand, how luxury feels and how it tastes. I understand, how, money feels in the hand. This ain't new to me at all. I understand, what it takes in everything in order now to present myself. I understand this. If you don't like what's going on and how I'm talking at this time, you can remove yourself because you don't pay nothing that concerning Friends with Gigi. I can write my own checks. Do whatever that's necessary. And this ain't no shade to individuals that support me. My long-standing friends know I'm very humble. But now I'm out of the box to talk and to speak and to say how I need to speak on a business level. Sometimes you got to have that energy to the individuals who think that you don't have no bite in you. Who think that, the only thing she do is all about the power of prayer and it's all about, child, no. You're 100%, I believe in that power of prayer. But I also believe there's an energy that's going around in this earthly realm that don't appreciate the good souls, okay, that exist. Them individuals are created, okay, to be on your path and to be a challenge to you. But guess what? I done took my power back. And when I say took my power back, I done took it back to the point that everything that need to happen, it's going to happen because of divine timing. I believe that. And when I say I believe that, I believe that. And I just want to come here and just be in a real format to show my friends. This part, when I said Gigi was going to be sharing more with you, and I'm going to be constantly encouraging people and motivating them, because sometimes you don't get this part because it's so much masking on the internet to its perfection. So you don't know what's real and you don't know what's unreal. So now I'm in my latter years. I can pick and choose and do what I want to do. I'm not granted to do anything that I don't want to do. And I'm saying this for the individuals. You can't buy me at all. I'm in this business of real estate, okay, and selling homes because I want to. Because that's my passion. I came from a public service job to where about I helped and saved lives, 911. You get sick or you need help, you get in an accident, 911. And if you need to be taken to the hospital, 911. So this is that friend. Say what you want to say, but everybody used to need that service, not maybe your family. And let me take the word back, everybody, but somebody needs some service when it comes to that. So I took them same skills, okay, and just blend it. Because see, one thing about your passion and what you do, I'm plugging my phone up. When it comes to the service, And what you give people, it don't leave you. Not when you genuinely got into it, it don't leave you. It do not leave you at all. It's in you. So now you able to know how to serve. And I'm just thankful. And I'm going to say this much. I feel good. And this don't have nothing to do with the people that still got to go on people's job to play them games with individuals. But I feel so good that I'm not in that number. That I got to wear back mask to somebody's job. Boy, I remember them days. And when I say I remember them days, I remember them days. But since I know that I have been redirected to help and serve individuals and what I do right now, it's a blessing that I can come here and say it how I mean and make a difference to somebody else that can't say it. It's a blessing now that you know that you're not the only one that deal with things. Okay? It's a blessing to know that, listen, that I really don't even have to deal with individuals that are liars. I can call it out now and tell you what you're doing and what ain't right. Period. I'm not on them politician grounds to bow down to you or to play games with you. Kids stay in kids' lane. That's all I got to say. And a mindset that is confused, you stay in your lane. But when you're dealing with solid wisdom here that understand business, that's not to be proven to me. I can eat, sleep, walk, and talk this and get paid from it how I'm getting paid. Some people have a gift that God blessed them with to live with on this earthly realm. Even you got a gift, friend. You do. Everybody do. But some individuals choose to move and operate in their gift and to make their creative money, whatever it may be. Some people do. Well, I thought I was done with basically doing anything when it came to public works, serving the community. Because guess what? I said I retired. Even in Christian counseling, you still working for the people. Oh, I'm just going to take a note and I'm just going to, encourage the individuals and let them know that you can make it. This was my take on life. Then something began to knock on me. Knock, knock. Go and pursue and do your real estate and help people. And guess what? That door opened up. That's why I'm here. Because I realized that not only is this a gift in me serving and helping individuals, but I know how to carry those bedside manners as well, to let individuals know that I care, that I do know. I do know that. And I want to say this much, because I done talked about it with other friends. And these are just my thoughts. Some individuals don't understand the importance of customer service. Don't understand why it's important to treat customers and clients like they're, like they mean something to you. They just don't get it. I grew up during the time to whereby that was so important, even if you was being mistreated. It was so important. Having a standard for yourself. Having a standard for others. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. But that is so missed right now. Not in everybody, because I do know that there's a remnant out there that God is still using. He's blessing. He's allowing those individuals, okay, to show up and to connect. I'm having those particular friends and them aha moments of meeting individuals saying, Gigi, I really like you. You're down to earth. You tell the truth. Some people ain't ready for it. Good afternoon, friend, and thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you. You coming in on the end. Not the end. I'm going to go back and just say I was just talking about Gigi coming here saying what she learned today in real estate and things, and I was being able to express how I feel. Like I share with my friends, and I was very, without holding anything back, saying I'm going to be sharing more with my experience. How I feel, and still going to be talking about the power to encourage and, how to stay motivated. But this conversation and this side of me, it could be too strong for individuals who want the meek and mild and that's all you want. It don't go that way in real estate. It don't. It don't go that way like that every day. Certain things you have to be stern and let your clients know I'm there for you and be concerned. You have to. Because if you don't, then that speaks of your character. It does. It speaks of your character. I'm going back. My friend says, I don't know whether or not this is the same person or not, because I don't know. It says, I don't know, friend. I don't know whether or not you're a joke or not. Hopefully you're not. I can't even get into what you're trying to say, because I want my energy to come off as if, I just love serving individuals to a 100% to know that I care when it comes to real estate, and I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Yes. Let me go back and say something else. I'm just listening through the comments and things. So yes. So yeah, friend, real estate is not, everything is, like I say, take a picture, close. Hi, this is my closing. Well, baby, this is before the closing. Okay? Before. And if you showed up to expect something else, and if if it's not relatable to you, I'm not here to serve everybody, and I'm not trying to in my latter years. God knows when I say I'm not, I'm not. If you want them individuals that's going to show you, they driving in their cars and they doing this and they doing that, that's something I rarely do, because like I said, I've been doing this before real estate. And this is real. Real estate money didn't turn me to be who I am this day. That would be a lie. But I understand the value, okay, of the financial blessings that comes with real estate. I understand how to be humble. I know how to share some insight, some wisdom. I understand this before even tapping into that. I don't want nobody to get it misunderstood because I'm sitting in my fine car. Oh, she talking because that's been going on. Don't get it misunderstood. I'm just being real enough and not being phony and making everybody think because now that I'm posted up by a sign, it was easy. No. Certain things you have to weather through. Thank you, friend. You know what? Because I'm so busy talking and everything. That's right, friends. My friends say, don't forget to hit that like button. And that's the only one thing that I ask for my friends to do, because I'm seeing there's a lot of new individuals that's come by. Hit the like button. Subscribe. I don't ask nobody for no money. Not even a GoFundMe. Okay? And I'm saying that because no shade against the people that do. That's their business. Okay? I just pick up the camera to share, being my unique self, to say in my latter years, because this is what they said in the YouTube community, and I believe it too. Individuals that's in their latter years, 50 and older. Now, don't get upset with me because I'm saying an age. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. You got more opportunity, okay, to make some strong moves in the YouTube space. Just bring yourself and your creative ideas and push through it. That's all I'm doing. I don't have to come here and talk and share what's going on and everything and how my day is going. I said I was going to share with you all the real life about real estate. I said this in some of my videos. I'm going to be sharing more, even when I was on my patio. You know, coming out there with my cup when I had them braids. Gigi going to be sharing more, but it was like, give me some time because things, it was picking up. So now, by me sharing some true feelings with no names attached to it, don't have no issues with how I come here. If you don't like me, disappear. And I mean disappear from off of my page. Go and harass or do whatever you want to do with somebody else who can appreciate you. Okay? Because this particular spot here is still, although my voice get hyped, I was a firefighter. We yelled, we talked loud, and even if I wasn't, that was part of the job. You get injured, you're going to be, oh, I'm injured. Check this out, friends. That was a career for me. So now you think I'm passive enough, even in my prayers. You don't want me to talk loud to God? Nor you don't want me to do the job to stand up for my clients? You really got me messed up on that one. Welcome to Friends with Gigi. Understand that there's a strong, spirit that know how to stand up and that know how to speak what is right. Thank you for the love, friend. I appreciate that. The problem is that when people see your strength, when they didn't know you had the strength in you, now you're too loud. Now you need to calm down. You don't even know what the hell I'm talking about and even to say such things. Just join the conversation. And I'm saying that in the most peace, light, and love. Because normally, I come here to just talk. But now that I'm actually speaking facts about my day and what I learned in real estate, how you going to have an issue when this is my story and this is my real life? You can't. Now make that make sense. Your grandmama, your mama ain't on no YouTube. So how you gonna give me some issues? I got, but it's the truth. This is the truth. So yeah, Friends with Gigi just want you to know that, listen, in real estate, you got to have some toughness in you. You got to be able to, bring about words of encouragement to clients who may be discouraged. And this was one of those particular days to where I literally just want to share with my friends, because I'm like, sometimes people don't believe things unless you present it to them. And you tell them, because you catch me so much in the moment. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. So this is the place to where I'm sharing now from a different part of my life so that individuals can see that, listen, not only do she come here to encourage and motivate, and she talks about the power to forgive and peace, light, and love and right alignment, but she's going to give the truth. The complete truth. That's it. Meaning that I stood up and is standing for my client. And I appreciate God for this closing. I really, really do. I am thankful. But baby, I had to stand up for my clients. I sure did. I sure did. Thank you for retracting your message, friend, because I was going to say, don't come here being negative, because when I tell my friends, this ain't the space to where about I wake up and breathe, to be negative. This ain't the space. Sometimes young folks have to keep, young, and I got to say this much, because I don't think it's somebody in their latter years playing games on the internet. If it's something going on. But sometimes you have to check these young souls that think they know everything. Because I'm not the one. I'm going to give you some peace, light, and love and the power to forgive. And I'm also going to check you and tell you out of line when you come with this foolishness. And I'm going to be willing to sell you a home, I tell you what you need to do. And if I don't know it, I'm going to refer you to somebody that can help you if you're not in my state. I'm going to be able to do that. What you want, a phony individual? You want all the camera, lights, action. Girl, let me see you in your nice suit. Let me see you, you know what I mean, of what you're driving. Let me see your house, where you live at. I don't have to do none of that to say what type of real estate agent I am. That's for the cameras. I don't see none of y'all places, less known your bedrooms. I'm just keeping it 100. But my friends that have been with me for a while, you go to my partner page. Y'all know I ain't missing no meals. Beautiful. I would like to say, because I need to be thankful for my home. I'm thankful for everything I got. That's why I'm relatable as an agent. And when I say relatable, I'm so relatable to where about I have had my clients to say, you make me feel like family. That's all I want my clients to feel like, that they feel like family. When I get that from my clients, that's the best thing that I can receive from them. Knowing that I made them feel good. Knowing that they knew that I'm not in it for just money, because you got to get paid anyway. For real, commission come with it. But I want them to feel as if, I'm here for you. I want them to feel as if I'm concerned. I want them to feel as if we're going to pray about this. And we can pray. Matter of fact, before I came here, that's what I had to do. Cast down them false imaginations. The devil is a liar. The devil has been on this particular situation. What I mean about the devil, whatever entity or whatever source that's been trying to stop the process, okay, they will, okay, get them keys to their home. Now everybody relax. Yeah, but that's part of real estate. Now, I may not be explained how I just did and how I just said and things, because like I said, from what I see, you just get good storylines. Just did a closing, call me the agent, Honey, I just did a closing, girl. Let me tell you, friends, what I went through. Okay, I'm coming off that way. Friends with Gigi, just keeping it real, that's all. I'm just checking the chat, friends, that's all. Yeah, just checking the chat. I want to say I appreciate everybody that have been supportive, that came through, even the new subscribers. If you don't know, this is the space that we're about. I believe in the power of encouragement. I talk about God. I talk about how good it is to stay connected, how good it is to keep your intuition sharp, how good it is to stay grounded. You need that in business and in prayer. Because once you get disconnected from the source, everything can go haywire. I ain't telling you what I think, I'm telling you. If you ain't got something that can minister to you and speak what is right, you'll listen to anything. You'll listen to what's untruthful, the things that's going to discourage you. You'll listen to anything. Anything. Therefore, you got to have a standard, a strong one. Let me go back and see if anything worthy to just read and say. Thank you for the subs. And that's the one thing. The one thing, the only thing I ask, my friend, subscribe to the channel. Okay? Thumbs up the video. Thank you for those individuals that thumbs it up as well to came to support. I really do. I appreciate that. Appreciate my friend from England. Appreciate the friend that's saying they sub. Thank you. Appreciate whatever comment that was held back. Oh God, I thank you. For real. For real. Appreciate the comments that don't even know me. They just coming in here talking. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that God has given me the strength as well to just look over individuals, you know, who don't even understand. Just traveling through life, ain't learned nothing, still got milk around their mouth. You know, you got to have appreciation in that. You do. Listen, friends, for those who's considering, thank you for being connected too. Starting a YouTube channel, picking back up your device, doing whatever you need to do. Now is the time. I'm going to encourage you to do it. And the reason why now is the time, because it was never too late. Just do it. You never know who you're reaching. You never know who you may help. You don't have to be perfect. Just do it. Even if individuals come and they trying to knock your light out by trying to put some salt in the game. The salt meaning that's trying to make you not move, okay? You keep doing what you need to do, okay? And the reason why I come here to stay motivated and encouraged is because not only do it help me, but somebody need to hear this insight. I'm not taking it to the grave. I'm not going to be discouraged because somebody may not just like my style and how I move. That's your problem. They got nothing to do with me. Completely yours. I'm going to be smooth. And when I say smooth, I'm going to be so smooth to where about I'm going to continue to be guided in peace, light, and love. And I'm very serious about this. Say my prayers, and as well as knowing how to get you from off of my neck. I know how to do that very well. Very well. A friend says, I know you from your daughter. She's so beautiful, and so is you. Friend, I appreciate that. And when I say I do, 100% I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, the love, the prayers, and all of that. At this time, friends, is there anything else I need to talk about? Doing my head like that. On that note, yeah, I do. I appreciate the friends that is subscribed to my daughter channel. Go tell some more friends. Tell them Gigi come here live. I try to come here often as possible. I really do. But tell them she come here live and everything. She's here live today, even if they want to come back and watch it later on. So I want to say to my friends, I got to say this is a disclaimer. Don't think that I'm here to hurt anybody's feelings. This is my story. This is my life. Don't come from me, oh, she hurt my feelings. This ain't what this about. This is about Gigi talking about today being in real estate, and as well as being there for my client, standing up for my client, having the compassion as being an agent and doing the job. This ain't got nothing to do with showing people that, you know, you need to be perfect. You are perfect in real estate. When do you turn the realness on to who you are in doing business? Not being foolish, but when do you turn it on? Because somebody out there that's watching, okay, and which we have gotten clients through this internet space. Matter of fact, daughter sold a home down there, you know, to a client. It was a double-end sale. One in Jacksonville moving out, and then the one that the young lady had to relocate, and I got to say it like that. Okay, I'm just saying. It happened. So how do you show up in your space? Because your audience connects with you based on who you are. You can't win everybody. You can only be true to yourself. And those individuals that's going to connect with you, I'm telling you, you don't have to put on no airs about yourself. You don't have to pretend as if you got anything. I'm so down to earth, and I appreciate the individuals who don't have to prove nothing. Even if you trying to get something, I'm right there for you. Don't look at me as if, oh, she may not have no concern, or she may not have no compassion because you know she done already retired and now she doing this as a hobby. No, I'm doing this because I truly love being of service, even with information. Most of all, I like networking. I really do. I do. I don't think I have anything else to say unless I pick back up this camera. Remember, keep your notifications on. But I do want to cover this in a positive way. God, as I close out this day, being the authentic me, being who you made me, who you created me to be, I ask that you cover this conversation, the whereby if anybody took any offense because they was looking for something to take as offense, that you stop that action right now and let me send out that strong acknowledgement of that peace, light, and love until those ears that listen. Let it be understood that this is a conversation that I'm having by showing them the real side, what goes on in my business of real estate. And God, I just thank you for allowing me to be an encouragement and to motivate somebody else. Amen. I want to say this to an individual. You looking right now. Don't let your gift be silent when you know what's in you and what you need to be doing. Don't let people dictate to you and tell you how your kindness should be lived. You live in your kindness and you live in your peace, light, and love, but don't let it, okay, dictate to you how you need to stand in a different way. You stand in your kindness. You stand in your firmness. You don't have to get out of line with nobody. But stand up for yourself. And if you got a business that serves clients, or if you serve individuals, period, you stand up for yourself and you serve. I hope that this message comes across with clarity. And if it don't, that means you took it the wrong way intentionally. This channel is not about that. I'm here giving more of I know what my friends want. Y'all want more Gigi. So there you go. You got it. Okay? Y'all don't want to hear praying and all that. You know, everything is working out for your good at all times. Y'all don't want that. So guess what? You ain't got to want it, but you're going to get it in my message. But I'm just here sharing because I want to share. Peace, light, and love unto everybody. Everybody have a blessed day. Thank you, friend, for holding it down. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, okay? Thank you for the individuals that subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate you all for the amazing thumbs up. Long as you all are constantly going, Y'all hear me say you all, that country. I love it. And you want me to come here continuously to just be Gigi, nobody else. That's all I can be. I will keep coming and expressing, as they say, with my loud voice. I'm in my latter years, I thank God, because some people loudness have become quiet because of those traumatic things that happened in their life, and because the devil muted their voices and made them feel like you don't need to talk about this, you don't need to share this, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you just lie. God made me for who I am. And I'm not going to tell him to undo how he made me, because I done did my inner work and still doing it. But when it comes to how he made me and who I am, as long as it's with respect and dignity, I will flow and I will use my voice and be this awesome vessel that I am to speak and to talk. Because once again, in your latter years, certain things get removed from individuals because somebody put their light out and somebody made them feel worthless. Do you hear me? But I'm here to tell you to pick back up your joy and your peace and speak. Don't silence your voice because it can speak with authority. The devil is a liar. Okay? Didn't never like you and couldn't stand you. That's why I waited for an opportunity to punch at you to make you feel you're talking too much. You're saying too much. You too loud. Well, guess what? Go someplace else. To worry about you used to soft tones. Because in this space, I can be at any tone I want to be. Because I'm completely satisfied with who God created me to be. As long as it's not harming someone or taking anything away from anyone intentionally. That part. Divine law is in full effect and right alignment in my life. And I'm going to use the tools and the gift that I got to help somebody else. That person that's anointed with the word of the living God that's in you, stand up and take it back. Begin back to read your word and scriptures and begin to get into them prayers that you know that you can break those chains from off of bloodline and cycles. Be forgiven throughout your life, because one thing about the devil, and I had to hear this as a messenger yesterday, the enemy come to put stagnation in your life on the power to forgive. Forgive them gremlins, okay? And I got to say it like that. Forgive them things, okay, that don't want you to forgive, that want to keep you battered and beaten down. Forgive them because they know not what they do. Forgive them. And now you become the peacemaker. You become the voice maker. You waiting for your audience, they'll show up. Because they feel like you, but they haven't been called to do what you do. But if God have called you, who can disconnect you now to what God told you to do? Only you can stop that. Only you can. All right, friends. Blessings and power unto you, okay? Everybody, have an amazing day. I love you. I appreciate you, the support and the prayers. Until next time, okay? Until next time, keep your notifications on. How they gonna know? Go tell some friends, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you for just letting me speak and talk. Thank you. Thanks.